For all we can ever do for our heroes is remember them and remember what they did, and memories are transmitted through words. We see these soldiers in our mind as old and wise. We see them as something like the founding fathers, grave and gray-haired. But most of them were boys when they died, and they gave up two lives, the one they were living and the one they would have lived. When they died, they gave up their chance to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers. They gave up their chance to be revered old men. They gave up everything for our country, for us. And all we can do is remember.
As I look around campus, I see President Reagan's words in the eyes of our veterans. They're aged beyond their actual years of life. These men and women gave up their youthful innocence to answer the nation's call to arms. They are easily distinguished in crowds as they walk tall, display a sense of pride and dignity. I believe that President Reagan's words will forever ring true, in that all we can do is remember. Veterans Day isn't only about honoring our service members who made the ultimate sacrifice with their lives. It is also about supporting our brave men and women who sacrifice every day by fighting our nation's battles. The sacrifices our service members make come in many forms. Battle-hardened service members often have unseen scars brought on by the personal horrors known only to them. They take on this immense burden so that their families and countrymen never have to experience those horrors. We also owe thanks and gratitude to the unsung heroes of our service members, which are their families. They are the backbone of our nation and give reason for our veterans to fight and win. They are not often at the forefront of our minds when we think about Veterans Day. However, they often endure more heartache and despair than our service members.
Anyone who has a family member in the military knows the feelings, the emotions, the memories that I could convey to you this morning. You know already the joy, the elation, the pride that you have in your family members. But aside from the humor and the other good memories we have, there's also the anxiety, the nervousness, the fear that comes from being in a military family. I remember when Court came back from Afghanistan, and he texted and said, "I'm back on American soil." And the first thing I did, even before a prayer of thanksgiving, was to exhale. They have family that watch over each other. They watch each other's back. And we found that out very, very quickly with our son. So I no longer worry who has to watch over him, who's going to love him, because I know he's part of a very, very large family, and for that I'm forever grateful.
So on this day, I challenge every one of you to seek out our veterans and their families. Thank them for all the sacrifices they have made and are going to continue to make. And say a prayer for the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice.